to the Eastern Michigan University May 2022 Nursing Convocation Ceremony, also known as the pinning ceremony. My name is Dr. Frank Schaller, and I have the real privilege and honor of being faculty here in the School of Nursing at Eastern Michigan University. Getting to know and work with many of the nursing graduates here today is truly one of my greatest passions and joys. Enough about me already. Today is about our extremely talented, extraordinary, beyond intelligent nursing graduates. Let's give them another round of applause. Everyone here on staff at Eastern Michigan University, especially in the College of Health and Human Services and School of Nursing, is beyond proud of each and every one of you here graduating today. I must say that the feeling and vibe in this building right now is nothing but pure excitement. That's right. I've got tachycardia and diaphoresis being here in person with you all here today. Today we are celebrating students who earned their BSN, both the traditional route and those who stepped up to earn their BSN after already earning an associate degree in nursing at an outside institution. We're also celebrating students who earned their master's degree with specialties of clinical research nursing and nursing education. This is truly an exciting and noteworthy and exhilarating day to be a part of. Next, I need to at least briefly tell you about the COVID precautions that are in place for the ceremony today. You'll see them listed on each program. Please take at least a brief moment to review those in order to promote everyone's health and safety and attendance today. I now have the pleasure and privilege to welcome to the podium the Associate Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Christine Karshin.
Good morning, graduates, family, friends, and esteemed colleagues from the School of Nursing. Thank you for inviting me to this very special event. I look forward to attending because the pinning ceremony is a true testament to the nursing profession. The nursing pin is both literally and symbolically a cross to bear, a medal, and a badge. It is a cross to bear to show a nurse's dedication to their patients, a medal of honor for the respect nurses have for both the miracle of life and the finality of death, and a badge of courage for everything nurses do and represent on the front line, in doing so with courage and commitment. For many of you, you may see the events of this weekend as the end of a journey. You should, however, view it as the beginning of an exciting phase in your professional lives in which you will be providing valuable service that will directly impact the health outcomes of the individuals and populations that you will serve. A close family friend once gave me a card that read, "Desire plots the course, courage goes the distance, commitment finishes the race." You have already demonstrated the desire to enter a field that is dedicated to providing medical care to patients in need. You have displayed courage as you have navigated the ups and downs of nursing school. And now it's time to commit yourself to finish the race. You have been well prepared for your future career, but don't stop learning now. Commit to staying current in your field by engaging in professional development. Commit to creating a rich network of professional contacts. And commit to working collaboratively with other healthcare professionals to ensure the best possible health outcomes for your patients. I am privileged to serve as the Associate Dean of a college where caring for others is the hallmark of what we do. On behalf of our Dean, Dr. Murali Nair, I congratulate you on your educational accomplishment and wish you nothing but success from this point forward. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm going to take my mask off while I'm up here. My name is Michael Williams. I'm the director of the School of Nursing, and I'm excited to be here to congratulate all of you. You worked very hard to get here, and we're really proud of you. And I was just noting to myself as I looked at the graduates, I thought, I've been a nurse longer than most of you have been alive. I've been a nurse for 38 years. I wouldn't do anything different. I love what I do. But I was just like, wow, they're so young. And I'm getting more and more calls from graduates saying, my daughter or son is applying to your program. Remember when you had me in 1998? I'm like, yes, I do, but that means I'm old. So, but I have two special times a year. One is obviously convocation, and the other is orientation. And most of you had a different orientation because of the pandemic than we usually have. But usually we have you in person. And the excitement is, I think, even more palpable than convocation because you're just starting nursing school. So I just remember that so much when students come in person, and we're going to do it in person this summer. So, and hopefully throughout nursing school, you've been able to maintain your excitement, getting up at 5 a.m. for clinicals at 7 in the morning. And you've done your best than probably what you thought you could even do. Again, I said I've been a nurse for 38 years, and I've worked continuously as an intensive care nurse until just April 23rd. April 23rd was my last day as a bedside nurse, which I just love doing. And again, the last 2 years have been challenging with COVID patients. And I've been at Eastern for 24 years, and this will be my last nursing pinning ceremony because I am moving to California to be the director at Cal State Long Beach. So for those of you who are graduating, because Friday's my last day this year, but for those of you graduating, I will tell you I signed your graduation certificates Friday. So they're all ready to go to the state as soon as the registrar says you're graduated. But I didn't want to walk out and not have that done for you. So, but I'm really happy the progress we've made. When I started, we were the Department of Nursing Education, recently from the College of Education. And then we became the Department of Nursing in the College of Health and Human Services, and finally became the School of Nursing. And we have 10 distinct programs of study. I've seen our faculty expand in numbers. I've seen their research and scholarly productivity increase. And I've seen our students and graduates make a difference in the workforce. And I've had the pleasure recently of working with many of them. Typically in your first nursing course, in Nursing 275 or 65, we have you write down your philosophy of nursing. And when I taught Nursing 475, I made you get that out from 2 years earlier and tell me, how has it changed? What would you do differently? What have you learned about yourself? And I was thinking earlier about AACN, Baccalaureate Essentials, and the profession of nursing's values. And I want to share them with you because I think I keep these in the forefront every day that I go to work at the hospital, and I think it's important to do it. So first is altruism, and that is being concerned with the welfare of others. In other words, caring, which is why most of us enter the profession to begin with. Autonomy, which is the right of self-determination by individuals. Patients will sometimes disagree with your suggestions. I don't know if you've had that happen yet, or they will just outright refuse to do what you recommend. And they have that right, and I always like to remind people of that. Human dignity, that we respect and value all people. Integrity, that we are trustworthy. Honest, that we tell the truth and never lie to our patients. And that we advocate for equal treatment of all or believe in social justice. So I think it's important to remember those values as you're working and think about, are we really providing equal treatment? Am I respecting that individual? Am I allowing them to make their own decisions? And again, throughout the pandemic, I have seen a lot of people choose to do things differently than what we as healthcare providers would recommend. I also thought about this, that a few years ago we had a consultant and some of the faculty were with me at the time, and she said to the group of faculty there, who believes people learn from experience? There probably was 50 of us there. Everybody raised their hand. and she said, you're all wrong. It's like, oh wait, we're faculty, how could we be wrong? But she said, you're all wrong. People don't learn from experience, they learn from reflecting on experiences. And I just want to encourage you to continue to reflect. It's really important. And for those of you who are nurses and you go out and you work for a shift and you come home, you'll probably be reflecting much throughout the night and scared that you forgot to do something. You will hear IV pumps beeping in the middle of the night in your bedroom when they're not really there. But I think it's important to self-reflect and say, did I do the best I could do in this situation? What could I do differently? What will I do differently in the future? I think that's a hallmark of a really good nurse. And I know that Dr. Pelt, who can't be here today, but has often said, a good nurse is a humble nurse, and Florence Nightingale said, always be humble, there's more for you to learn. So I think that's very true. I want to acknowledge the faculty. They've provided you with the knowledge and skills needed to change the world. I see them work tirelessly to improve your curriculum, respond to health needs and health issues, improve their teaching strategies, and particularly over the last 2 years, be flexible and kind, for all of us are learning how to get through a pandemic. But with the faculty, please stand and be acknowledged. Secondly, our departmental staff, I'd like them to stand up. These are people who answer your questions, respond to your emails, put on this ceremony, track me down if you can't find me. So please stand up and be acknowledged. And there's one very important group to acknowledge, the spouses, partners, significant others, families, friends, supporters of the graduates before you. I know without your dedication and support and your listening ear and your kind, caring manners, our students would be even more challenged to get through this program. So with the graduates stand up, turn to your loved ones and congratulate them for the help they've provided you. So the work of nurses is intellectually, physically, and emotionally challenging. And those individuals who choose to do nursing as a profession choose to be challenged and experience personal rewards far exceeding the paycheck. One thing I challenge you to do every day is to celebrate you and your classmates' choice of one of the noblest professions, that being nursing. As you go forward to change the world, I challenge you to never stop caring, never stop learning, and take the time to reflect. I'm happy to look out at our graduates and see the promise of a better future. For those just starting out as nursing, good luck on the NCLEX exam and transitioning into practice. For those of you who return to advance your education, you have the knowledge, attitudes, and skills to be leaders in the healthcare arena. Our very best for you in the future, and please stay in touch, and again, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Linda Myler. I'm an associate professor at Eastern and one of the co-directors of the simulation department. Congratulations, graduates of 2022. Today is a special day for the graduates. Whether you are graduating with a BSN or you're part of our graduate program, we are here with your family and friends to honor your achievements. You did something not everyone can do. You are becoming or accelerating as a nurse. They would say that a nursing degree is one of the most difficult degrees to obtain. I would wholeheartedly agree. Our students not only take classes, but do clinical rotations and typically work as well. It is not unusual pre-pandemic to have students work a midnight shift, get a few hours of sleep, and come to class. I don't recommend this. But it gives you an idea of the dedication and the desire these graduates have. I always say that nursing is not just a profession, but it's a vocation. EMU graduates emulate the nursing vocation. For those of you who do not know me, I come from a family of nurses. My sister is a nurse, my son is a nurse, my daughter is a nurse. So I took a straw poll at a family gathering recently, and I said, what would you like to hear in a graduation speech? And my daughter said, keep it short and don't do poems. So here it goes. So I've attended many graduations over the years, and one of the best talks that I've ever heard was from Kirk Cousins at MSU Commencement. In his talk, he discussed what he considered the 4 truths that we've learned while there and held true following graduation. So I'd like to give you my version of the 4 truths he outlined that day. Truth number 1, it is not the what, but the who that counts. In school, what's our, what do I need to do to pass? What type of nurse do I want to be? And the infamous question that we get from students, what's on the test? I agree with Kirk Cousins in that it's not the what that I have found that is important, it is the who. It is who you are surrounded by. You are seated by your classmates today who most likely helped you get through this program. Whether it was being your partner in a health assessment class, studying with those, for those people for challenging exams, or being the person that you called when you thought you might quit. And yes, everybody has had those thoughts. Being a nurse for over 30 years, I still believe this to be true. It isn't the specifics of nursing school that I remember, but those I've shared it with. That friend that I drove to clinical with, the clinical instructor who helped me with my first real person assessment, or even that teacher who introduced us to alternative therapies like acupuncture and healing touch by having us try it. Again, it is the who that is important and will continue to be. Truth number 2, don't just deliver, over-deliver. In the beginning of your career, you typically do not start with your dream job. As I tell my kids, you're kind of at the bottom of the food chain. There is a period of adjustment where you are just trying to keep your head afloat and remember to go to the bathroom. Sounds great, huh? It is during this challenging time that you can prove yourself. A wise friend once said, "It is easy to be happy in the good times. It is what you do in the hard times that shows your true character." So during these times, now not only give it your all, but give a little bit more. Be the nurse who does those little things that make the difference. Don't just deliver, over-deliver. In both my personal life and my career, this has really held true, especially in the last few years. We have all had to adjust to a new way of life, and it is easy to become complacent in what we do. Now is the time to show who you are and what you can do. Truth number 3, see life through a mirror. See life through a window, not a mirror. What does this mean? As Cousins explained, there are mirror people and window people. Most of us are mirror people as it is human nature to focus on ourselves. I ask you to think about becoming the window person. Think about window people see success as their effect and their contribution to others. Think about a mentor you've had in your life and the effect that they've had on you. When I was a new faculty member at EMU almost 10 years ago, I remember feeling stressed coming to a new university and learning the new teaching system and the new classes. One particularly hard day, a colleague came to my door and just asked how I was doing and offered support. The impact that support made has resonated with me as I continued my career, and now I try to emulate that as well. So my advice is to be the window person and look through the glass, not back at your own reflection. Finally, truth number 4. Life becomes a reflection of the decisions that we make, so make good decisions. This truth pertains to all aspects of our lives. Nurses are required to make decisions every day of their life. These decisions can be small or life-changing. How should I organize my day? Which patient should I see first? How can I help my patient's pain? Can my patient be safely discharged? The decisions that you make have a significant impact on all the lives around you. It can pertain to your personal life as well. Think about the decisions you make in your life. Who should I marry? Which job should I take? Where should I live? The decisions you make in your career and your path in life are very important, so make good decisions. Finally, in thinking about this talk, I asked my current graduate students for advice that they would give back looking back at their nursing career so far and their time in school. And they said, never give up, give it all you've got, embrace the initial cultural shock of school life versus the real world, don't spend it all, don't do it alone. And again, it's not the who, but the what. Don't just deliver, but over-deliver. Be the window, not the mirror, and make good decisions. Congratulations, graduates, and go Eagles.
All right, folks, we are now going to switch gears and get into the presentation of the Bachelor of Science and Nursing graduates. Nathan Halsey, he says, I would like to thank both of my parents for their continuous support, my sister for all of her advice and expertise, my mother-in-law, and my Aunt Jackie for being here today. And Darlene, especially would like to thank my wife for her extreme support and encouragement through the entire school. I could not have done it without her. Joanna Volstek. Joanna is so thankful that she was able to go to nursing school with such a great group of classmates who were always supportive and encouraging, especially those she's known since the beginning of the program, Abraham and Elizabeth. She wants to thank her wonderful family for their tireless support and help practicing nursing skills, including her mom, dad, sisters, Stephanie and Gabrielle, her brother-in-law, Alex, and her husband, Mitchell. She also wants to thank all of the professors that supported her throughout her time in nursing school by answering her questions and pushing her to learn more. Anna Howe. She would like to thank her parents and sisters for always supporting her throughout her nursing school journey. She couldn't have done it without them. Deshawn Smith. Deshawn would like to thank her family and friends for their unrelenting support throughout this journey. And to her mom, she writes, "You are my mom, you are a best friend, and today I add a new title to that list, my colleague. I could not be prouder to share this profession with you. Symbolically, we stand together on the stage because I couldn't have accomplished this without you. If I become half of the nurse that you are, I will have a career to be proud of." And to Megan, every time that I stumbled, you propped me back up. Every time that I thought I couldn't do this, you believed enough for the both of us. You took on more at home so that I could put more into school. Thank you for backing me each day. This degree changes things for the better, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. And to her friends, thank you for your patience as I spent the last few years with my head in a textbook. When I get that first big girl paycheck, first round of drinks are on me. Love you all. Crystal Akron. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." To follow such dreams, Crystal would not have been able to without the love and support from her family. She is so blessed to be surrounded by people who believe in her. Crystal wants to send an extra special thank you to her true love, her best friend and partner in life, her husband, James. She also wants to thank her amazing children, Jimmy and Maddie, for encouraging her to follow this beautiful dream. She wants to remind her children that no matter what stage you are in life, believe in yourself, brightly shine your inner beauty, and to never be afraid to follow your dreams. She also wants to remind them to be brave and bold, and to always practice with courage, as courage is like a muscle. It is strengthened by use. Brianna Simone. Brianna would like to say a big thank you to her family and friends for all of their love, support, and encouragement. She could not have succeeded without them. She would also like to thank her boys for being her motivation to see the program through and for their endless love and patience as they navigated this journey together. Also, thank you to the faculty for all of their hard work. Abraham Frey. Abraham would like to thank his parents and sister Chloe for always supporting and sticking by him. Olivia for always being there for him. He would also like to thank all of my nursing cohort, as he could not have done it without them. You will all go on to do great things. Elizabeth Troost. Elizabeth would like to thank her family and friends for their constant love and encouragement through those tedious 20 months. A special shout out to her mom for being the best role model in nursing and in life, her sisters for their guidance through it all, her friends for always putting a smile on her face and cheering her on, Michelle, Claire, Karamia, and Kate, her dads for their loving support, and especially her boyfriend Cody for keeping her grounded through the many hurdles of nursing school, cooking lots of delicious meals, and endless support through it all. She really could not have achieved this without them. Elizabeth will go on to work at Mott Children's Hospital as a pediatric nurse. She would like to say thank you to all the faculty and congrats to her cohort. We made it. Tiffany Foy. I would like to thank my family, close friends, classmates, and instructors who have supported and uplifted me throughout my nursing school journey. A special thank you to Deanna Gower for your continued support throughout each semester and dedication to the School of Nursing. I would also like to give a special thank you to my mom for always being there for me. It has been a long journey, but I am extremely grateful for each and every experience in life that has brought me to this moment. I could not have done it without the love and support from all of you. Congratulations to the class of 2022, and go Eagles! Megan Kopico. Megan would like to thank her parents for their continued love and support throughout her education. Megan would also like to thank her friends and clinical peers for keeping her sane throughout this difficult degree. Sunny Jo Roberts. Thank you to her parents, Sunny and Rebecca, her partner Andrew, and her sister Heidi for supporting her. Anna Zenker. I want to thank everyone that has helped me through this crazy journey. I want to thank my parents, sister, and grandparents for helping me pursue my dream of becoming a nurse. I also could not have done it without my classmates and the countless hours of study sessions. Lauren Homburg. I want to thank my family and those who have supported me. Waleed Baker. Praise be to the Most High, Allah, for giving Waleed his strength. Waleed would like to greatly thank his family for their unlimited love and support, especially his mother, Nadia Baker, for all her sacrifices. Waleed would like to thank his siblings for being role models on how to handle adversity. Thank you to the staff, his cohort, and lastly, a big thank you to himself for putting in all the hard work. Mary Trail. Mary would like to thank her husband, Greg, for encouraging and supporting her in every step of this journey. She would also like to thank her mom for always being her biggest cheerleader and her dad for inspiring her. Eugenia Zavaris. Eugenia would like to first thank her family, especially mom and dad, for their love and support they have given her throughout nursing school and her entire life. She loves you very much and wants to thank you for believing in her and pushing her to do her best. She would also like to thank her nursing friends for all their help, encouragement, and support along the way. She could not have made it through nursing school without you all. Last but not least, thank you to all the wonderful EMU professors, faculty, and clinical instructors for preparing her to start her career as a registered nurse. McKenna Parker. McKenna would like to thank her husband, Joel, for all of his loving encouragement over the last 2 years. She would also like to thank her family and friends for their support on this long journey. She couldn't have done it without you all. McKenna is excited to be starting her nursing career at St. Joe's Mercy, Ann Arbor, on the Progressive Care Medical Oncology Unit. Catherine Coos. Katie would like to thank God for all of his guidance and all the blessings he has bestowed upon Katie throughout this journey. Katie would also like to thank her family and friends, especially her parents. To Katie's parents, thank you so much for all of your love, support, and for answering countless late-night phone calls. You truly have been by Katie's side through the thick and the thin. Katie can honestly say she would not be here today accomplishing her dream if it wasn't for the two of you. I love you. Ariel Bliznick. Ariel would like to thank her parents for years of support and motivation to keep going. Her sister, Brooke, best friend and confidant, for long nights and much needed breaks. Finally, shout out to Logan and the Combs for everything. Courtney Stauffer. The people in this room have all worked to support and encourage one another to get this point. It has been a journey of endurance through online classes, VSIMs, AdPi, ATI, and the COVID-19 screenings. Now, instead of saying, "Why me?" we can say, "Try me." Lena Ecarbine. Lena wants to start off by thanking God for getting her through these last few years. She would also like to thank her mom and dad for their endless love and support. Finally, she wants to thank all the friends she has made. Thank you for making nursing school great. Thank you, everyone, for getting me to this day. Matthew Larson. I would like to thank everyone who supported me. I would like to thank EMU for giving me the opportunity to achieve my goals. Now all I can say is that I'm glad to be at the finish line. Jessica Stefanowitz. Jess would like to thank her parents and family for always supporting her in life and in her career. She would like to thank her friends for picking her up when she's down and always having a cup of coffee ready. Jess would especially like to thank her boyfriend, Justin, for knowing exactly what she needs to make her smile, keep her motivated, and calm her down when necessary. Thank you for always being there and being so patient and loving. She feels strongly that she could not have done this without Justin by her side. Karen Barnett. Thank you to the EMU professors, my children, and especially my husband, Tom, for the support and encouragement through my nursing school journey. You made it all possible. And to my mother, who was a nurse, you would be so proud. And it is my hope that you are taking this all in today from above. Monique Rekia Castria. Thank you to my family, Frank, Karis, Vita, for all of your support. I could not have made it through without you. Thank you also to my mother, Rose, father, Richard, and sister, Dana. Thank you all for celebrating with me today. Yulia von Lemden. Big thank you to my family and friends who have supported me in so many ways while I pursued my goal to be a nurse. I couldn't make it without you beside me. You are my support and love. Rachel Waskevich. I would like to thank my parents, boyfriend, and the G-Force for coming to support me today. Thank you for supporting me throughout school and working full-time. Thank you for tolerating my stressed-out self when assignments were due, and I feared I wouldn't have enough time to perfect them. Thank you to the faculty who guided me throughout this program, and I would like to personally thank Dr. O'Connor for encouraging me during my last class to create a project which will continue to be used on my floor. One more degree completed, and on to a lifetime of learning. Laura Carner. I would like to thank my roommates for their unconditional support over the years. And thank you to my friends who have helped me along the way. I love you all. If you know, you know. Laura Nemeth. Thank you to my mom and dad for always being my biggest supporters and the best role models to look up to. Also, shout out to my sister, Emily, and brother, Mitchell, for being here today and supporting me. Congrats to the whole nursing class, and go green! Darahe Teklamariam. My heartfelt gratitude goes to my beautiful wife, Cinta, for being there on my side and supporting me through it all. Without your support, this could have not been achieved. I would also like to thank you, my sister, Fitsum, and my children, Danette, Aaron, and Sarah, for making me feel comfortable and focused on my schooling, not only when I need it, but also every day. I'm so humbled and grateful to have you as family. In addition, I want to say thank you for my father-in-law, Getachew, for your wise advice and encouragement. Last but not least, I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to EMU School of Nursing and their staff for the support and encouragement you have done throughout my stay here at EMU. May God bless you all. Paul Antoni. I would like to thank my beautiful wife and son for supporting me. This program had challenges, but my family's patience enabled my dedication. I would like to thank my parents who helped establish the foundation for my continued education in my early youth. And finally, I'd like to set an example for my son and daughter, that perseverance can overcome adversity. Nakia Johnson. First, I want to thank God for allowing me to be here. Thank you to my beautiful family for believing in me and supporting me on this journey. I love you all so much, and I hope I made you proud. I can't wait to make a positive, lasting impression on my patients and their families by providing them with safe, quality care. Julia Stephanie McKenzie. Thank you to our boys, Billy and Chuck, for cheering me on and inspiring me. Thank you to my wife, Kim, for all the support, encouragement, and unconditional love. Thank you to my dad for teaching me the importance of education and helping me strive to be my best. Thinking of my mom today, she would be so proud. Tira Shantz. There's a quote, "Keep moving in the direction of your dreams. No matter how slow it may seem, stay focused. You'll get to the finish line." It is with a grateful heart I wish to acknowledge the support of my parents, my friends, and the College of Nursing faculty, especially Dr. Jennifer Avery. You all helped me dig deeper and encouraged me to keep moving. Thank you. We are now going to switch gears and do a presentation for the MSN Nursing graduates. Oh, we just announced them. My apologies. Let's give everybody a round of applause. All right, guys, we're getting close to the finish line. A few more words for you all before we get dismissed. Well, this has certainly been an all-around fantastic nursing convocation ceremony. I have to extend another huge congratulations to all of our wonderful graduates in attendance today. I would say it's also prudent to thank all of the friends, family members, coffees, lattes, and so on and so forth for their encouragement and support of our nursing graduates here today. The future is looking very bright for all of you. I can say that with absolute certainty. The need for nurses is tremendous. I have a few last remarks and recommendations for the graduates before we get started with dismissal. First one, don't settle for getting compensated or treated less than you are worth. Fight for yourself and for your patients. They are literally depending on you like no other. You may be the only thing that gives your patient hope that day. Be the rainbow in their cloudy day. Be ambitious. Make plans. Change plans. You are the writer of your career story. Reach for the stars and do your best to enjoy every minute of it. Finally, I'm excited for each of you to experience the endless opportunity and countless rewards that this profession has to offer. Again, my sincere congratulations to you, nursing graduates. Another round of applause. Last announcement before dismissal. Out front, there is a Sigma fundraiser. It's the Eta Reta chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, and they are selling coffee cups to benefit our Nursing Scholarship Fund. They're $5 a piece if you have cash, or they're $5.25 if you're paying with credit. It includes coffee with candy. Please consider buying 1, 2, or 10 of them. Thank you.